Principle of light. The wise man. The first concept you need to understand is the principle of light. Imagine a dark room, and you want to fill it with light. You have two options to make this happen. One is to try and remove the darkness from the room so that light can enter, and the other is to bring light into the room so the darkness fades away. Which option would you choose? The girl. I know that to brighten a room, I would bring light in. Trying to remove the darkness from the room, I think, wouldn't work. How could darkness be removed without light? The wise man laughs. Exactly. But in life, we often try to do the impossible. We attempt to remove our problems, like trying to remove darkness from a room, expecting it to become bright. But what if instead we focus on bringing light in? The wise man. Do you feel like problems continue without disappearing? The girl. Yes, sir. Sometimes in life, I can feel this. The wise man. If you focus on the problem will only grow. To help you see this more clearly, let's discuss another concept called duality. In other words, the two sides of every issue. The girl. Is that the principle of duality? The wise man. Correct. Duality refers to two opposing aspects within the same thing or situation, like light and darkness, positive and negative, strengths and weaknesses, existence and absence, gain and loss, good and bad. When you deeply understand this principle, you will begin to accept that both sides of a situation will always exist. For example, in a room, both light and darkness can always exist. When darkness arrives, light will fade. But when light enters, darkness will naturally disappear. What we need to focus on is bringing in the light, not on fighting the darkness. By doing so, the darkness fades away on its own. The wise man. Problems. Complaints and gratitude are similarly opposed. When there is gratitude, complaints will automatically disappear. The girl. Thank you, sir. If human life is like a room, and I want to keep the room bright, how should I bring light in? The wise man. From your perspective, what are you most concerned about? The girl. Now I'm wondering how to help people live a happy life by mastering the four aspects of the inner mind, health, relationships, and finances that you mentioned earlier. The wise man. To do that, you must first learn how to guide people in isolating their inner mind's context. The first principle you need to fully understand is the principle of asking. It begins with questioning, then leads to enlightenment, followed by understanding, and finally, transformation. The girl. Yes, sir. Please guide me further. Principle of asking. Questioning. Enlightenment. Understanding. Transformation. The wise man. For a person to transform their life in a positive direction, they must first bring light into their life. This requires understanding and enlightenment to move in the right direction. A wise man once told me that it's not the length of a person's life that matters, but the moment when they awaken. When a person awakens to the critical focal points of life, they experience great transformation, and the key to this is questioning. The girl. Questioning. The wise man. Yes, questioning. A person's questions can go one of two ways. One path is positive questioning, aligned with what they truly want. The other is negative questioning, which conflicts with their desires. The girl. Can you explain this more deeply? The wise man. First, you need to understand what is positive and what is negative. The girl. I'm listening, sir. The wise man. Let me give you an example. Imagine a girl receives information from images or videos showing her boyfriend in a romantic relationship with someone else. If you were the girl in this situation, would that information be positive or negative? Of course, without discussing who that person is or the nature of the relationship. The girl: I've always wanted a long-term relationship with the person I love, aiming for a happy marriage. So if I received such news, I would feel deeply unhappy, and this would be very negative information for me. The wise man: exactly. Taking your desires as the perspective, positive means things are moving in the direction you want, while negative means they're going against the direction you desire. The wise man: in this case, your desire is to pursue a lasting, long-term relationship. So, when the information received has the potential to disrupt what you want, from your perspective, this is negative. On the other hand, for someone who might be looking for a reason to end a relationship, that same information could be seen as positive, providing justification for ending things. The girl: I see. The wise man: to clarify this further, let me give you another example. When children are watching TV, parents often say, "Sitting too close to the TV will cause nearsightedness." The wise man: according to you, does this statement align with or oppose what parents want? The girl: I want my children to have good eyesight and watch TV from a distance. So, this statement opposes what I want as a parent, and I feel it's a negative statement. The wise man: to express it positively and more clearly in this situation, you could simply say, "Child, watch from afar for good eyesight." Now, have you understood what is negative and what is positive? The girl: yes, sir. Thank you. The wise man: now, according to you, what is questioning? The girl: questioning refers to the thoughts and worries that have been lingering without resolution for a long time, sir. The wise man: correct. So, what do you believe positive questioning is? The girl: positive questioning refers to unanswered long-standing thoughts and worries that align with one's desires, sir. The wise man: correct, or in other words, positive questioning is questioning in the direction of finding solutions. On the other hand, negative questioning digs deeper into the problem without finding resolutions. Can you give me a current question you have? About marriage? The girl: I'm wondering how people can have a happy marriage. The wise man: congratulations, that is a positive direction for questioning. Many people, however, often ask how they can stop their spouses from fighting with them. This is an example of negative questioning, where the focus is on the problem rather than on finding a solution. The girl: yes, sir. Positive questioning is essential for enlightenment, understanding, and personal transformation. The wise man: exactly. Now, let me tell you a story. There was a young man who went looking for a wishing tree. One day, he came across a big old tree in the forest and decided to rest under it for a bit before continuing his journey. The young man didn't realize that this was a magical wishing tree, which could make any wish or thought come true. Feeling hungry, he thought, "I wish I had some delicious food." As soon as he had this thought, tasty dishes appeared right in front of him. Surprised but famished, he ate until he was full and extremely satisfied. Then he thought, "I wish I had something to drink." Immediately, drinks appeared before him. After drinking to his heart's content, the young man began to feel uneasy. He wondered, "This place is strange. Everything I think of appears. What if this is the land of a monster that feeds me well, so it can eat me later?" No sooner had he finished that thought than a monster appeared and devoured him. The girl laughs. It really is all about thoughts. The wise man. This story illustrates just how powerful our thoughts are and how they shape our reality. The wise man. Doubts are uncertainties that linger for a long time. They affect a person's life much more than a fleeting thought. The girl. Thank you for helping me understand more deeply that positive thoughts lead to positive transformations. This reminds me of a lesson from a wise teacher. He once said that our minds are extremely fragile, even more vulnerable than a 3-year-old child. When a 3-year-old is attacked, they will fight back. But when we complain and say negative things, our mind stays silent and endures it all. We cannot treat such a defenseless mind this way. The teacher advised that we must protect our mind by removing the negative thoughts and emotions that harm us. Let the mind be protected, loved, and nourished by positive thoughts and emotions. The wise man? Very good. When you engage in positive questioning, you will attain enlightenment, understanding, and positive transformation.